So I'm realizing in this moment, I'm like, okay, so we got to introduce the dude behind R.Land. And like, I want to learn about R.Land because this guy just like made Blue Dack all this shit we need to fix on Blue Dack. He's like, yeah, hold my beer, you fucking clowns, and just fixed it all, and now it works, and it's amazing. R.Land/blue. But we got to get in, like, maybe your name, Bad Gifter. Like, I'm just realizing now, just because I get so used to just like people have internet names, you just call them whatever. But how'd you land on Bad Gifter?
Yeah, so I used to be the gifter. Finding usernames with the gifters impossible. So I couldn't get a Gmail, couldn't get a Twitch, gaming tags, all that kind of shit. Everything, it just, they won't let me take it. So I was just like, okay, I'll just change it. So I spent months trying to figure out, okay, what can I change it to? And all my friends said my jokes are pretty bad. So I was like, okay, I was like, well, joke's on you. I'm going to call myself Bad Gifter. So I
I,
did, and it just kind of stuck.
I that's the best possible answer. Like, just a little dose of irony, a little dose of go fuck yourself. It's yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I like it.
Oh, I mean, I tried God Gifter, but that seemed kind of sacrilegious.
It's
So
a
I was
little
like,
on the nose.
yeah. But it's fun because I give away a lot of crap. So people are always like, "Oh, Bad Gifter, aren't you a good gifter?" I've heard that joke 100 times.
Right? Well, I mean, like, isn't it in the 80s? Like, if it was bad, it was good.
Yeah.
There was like a moment where like people were just playing opposite pants with that word, and so we'll just bring that back,
100%. I got to bring the past back into the future.
right? But clearly,
Yeah.
it's kind of like going to Armenia. Private joke from earlier. None of you get to know what that means.
100%.
So yeah, I'm actually giving away some Wombat NFTs in the comments if anyone wants to pop over there. So okay, so where do you like? We gotta start with R.Land. Like, I remember seeing, it was like this kind of. It looked like maybe it was a fan thing from RPlanet or like this tack on thing, which I thought was really interesting. And I realized, like, I don't know anywhere near as much about it as we've been talking about it off air a little bit. I wanted this to be a deep dive. Let's go take a tour, look at the history of it, and see where it's going. But the one thing that the first time you guys really got, like, I was forced to be like, okay, I need to think about these guys now. Bullshit Bulls. I don't know if you know him yet. He's a friend of mine. Actually, we just brought him onto the Blue Dack team. Was telling me over and over and over again when we had that thing where, okay, you're gonna get listed if you have among the best liquidity depth in blue, right? Like for months too. He was screaming about how you were crushing it on the community side, on just the way that you were organizing that whole thing. He absolutely loved it. Like, he was basically showing me, like, this is, if we can get everyone doing this, like, Blue's gonna do really, really well. So that's really cool. But yeah, so maybe like just to kind of come back and start from the beginning. What the fuck is R.Land? Tell us everything.
Yeah. So, like you said, we originally started off the idea as like a side project to RPlanet. Um, I put so much damn money into that game, and then the way things kind of went, it was just like, oh, maybe someone should do like side projects using Ether. Yeah, that's one thing you don't see in the space is you have a project do their own token, and nobody gives a shit about everybody else's token. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, just don't bother me. So I was like, why can't someone else use someone else's token? So that's where R.Land came from. Was we wanted to be like an origin story to RPlanet. We still are an origin story because RPlanet, is a bunch of animals that escaped to somewhere else, right? So we're starting back to where the animals began, and then we've over the last a couple months kind of expanded our original ideas into something even bigger. Because right now the metaverse is one of the biggest things that people want to do. Um, and for myself, I've been kind of wanting to get into a metaverse style game for maybe like the last 3 years, plus some other types of games because I'm a gamer myself. That's obviously where my name came from. Bad Gifter um, is from gaming. So I wanted to create something that I want to play because it seems like everybody else is making games that they want to or what they think people want to play, and really it's just bullshit. So that's where R.Land's trying to progress, is making something that's easy to play, and then hopefully something that's just massive, because we want to, I wouldn't say be the go-to place for the metaverse, because we are like an animal metaverse. So if you want to, be like a lion, a tiger, a bear, whatever, you can go and you can just relax, manage your lands, manage your property, chill with friends, do whatever you can in the real world. We want to make it so you can do it in the virtual world. Um, and so yeah, it's it started off as like a fan game, and we've quickly moved into doing something even bigger, which is exciting, I think.
Yeah. So, what was the first bit of it? Like, what do you guys have anything out there right now? Like, if I wanted to just like get in and become, part of this ecosystem, what's the smartest way for me to do it right now?
Yeah, so I believe in rewarding early adopters. So as our game progresses, the every time new people get in, they'll get in and they'll still be play. The game will still be playable. Everything will still be good. But right now is actually the best time to get in, because um, our earliest NFTs that we call owner shards is almost equivalent to just like owning a part of the game, a part of the project. Hence the name owner shards. And those will be our primary NFTs throughout this whole game. So if you are able to get in to the game right now by buying some owner shards, it's a great idea. The owner shards currently, they produce parts. So every day they will produce parts. Over time, when the game progresses, they'll produce more parts. So based on the total amount of users playing, how much bit tokens are being spent, parts are being spent, etc. That'll get calculated into how much each individual owner shard will be able to claim. So right now, the owner shards, they just produce a set amount of parts.
Yeah.
And something cool that we added was, if you don't claim those parts, they can get a bonus multiplier over time. So the highest bonus multiplier is 10x if you don't claim the parts for 12 months. So we're basically forcing people and players to not constantly claim the parts and just kind of hold them, And then, in 1 year, I am assuming a lot of people will see that 10x multiplier and they'll start claiming. But
Yeah.
something interesting is, if you don't claim it, after 2 years, you still have that 10x multiplier. So once you claim, you reset your multiplier. It's something a little bit different, and it actually seems to kind of work exactly how we expected. There's still a lot of people that are claiming every single minute, every single day, whatever. But we do have a lot of other people that are just waiting. They're waiting.
Yeah.
Some are saying, "Oh, I'll get out at the 200% or 400%, whatever." And then you have just that select few. They're like, I'm going to wait till that 10,000% or 1,000%, whatever it is,
Yeah.
which is pretty neat. So yes, owner shards, 100% what people should get into.
So they're all sold out. It's just all secondary market now, right? And you can just go to R.Land, by the way. I'm on there right now.
Yeah, it's all secondary market. We had a pretty big drop for it, and then after that drop, we had a huge blending event, because we were going to do another drop about this time of the year,
Yeah.
but because of the blending event was so big, we ended up running out of owner shards, because we had a set amount that we wanted to be out for public,
Yeah.
and we blew right through it. So we're like, okay, no more owner shards ever. We're actually reducing owner shards by converting people into land. So right now, the big thing on R.Land is getting land contracts. And so our land's going to be huge. Like we spent, I think so far, over $20,000 just on the NFTs. for the artwork.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I want something different. I want something good. And so the land right now, people can get into, or they can start to get into it by converting their owner shards, by trading them in to get land contracts and axe contracts. So the best thing that someone could do, I think, would be to take 4 of the different mythic owner shards and trade those in for the land contract, and then start building their land. So to try and get people to join our Discord, we built the mining function, so the mining gameplay,
Yeah.
into Discord for right now. Later, we'll put it up on the website. Take like a day or two, but for right now, just to get people to join the Discord, to reward the people that want to, be part of our community. That's where we put it. And so if you join the Discord after you trade in the owner shard for the land contract, you can start doing the mining, which is very simple. You just do, a slash mine, and that's it. And you just start getting parts every single time that you mine. You also earn XP, and then that XP, like experience points, you use to upgrade the land. And the crazy part is right now the highest level for the land is level 100,000, and land starts at 1. So, it is a lot of room for people to grow their land.
That's fucking real.
Right?
That's hardcore.
Like we were gonna do something easy, like level 100 or something, but we're like, we want something that people can work towards, and having level 100,000 land, it's 100% it. But the crazy part is, for a person to level up their land to 100,000, it could take years to achieve. Or if someone theoretically had 450 million bits, they could do it. But here's the kicker. There's only 370 million bits in circulation. So yeah, it's not possible to get level 100,000 right now. Like I can't even do it. I'm trying. I think I'm to like 10,000, but I'm running out of bits just as fast. So
that's awesome.
The idea for our land that I wanted different, because obviously our name, R.Land, is important. So like our land needs to also be important. And one thing that most drops do, or most projects do, is they sell the land, $50. Some of them are getting to be a little bit greedy. They start selling land for 500, $1,000 direct to the player. Like, who wants to pay that? But people do it, right? Instead, I want our land to be cheap, so people can get a common land started for just like, I don't know, $5-10, whatever secondary market is for owner shards.
Yeah.
Actually, the cheapest is $2. So they could
for an owner shard.
Yeah, for a common owner shard, it's like I think $2 or something, and that gets you started right away. So like, boom, instant access to the land. Now to level it up, obviously, there's 2 options. You either take the time to level it up, and we're talking a lot of time, or you spend a lot of bits. So we gave players the 2 options: either be a whale, or take your time and put some sweat into that land. Either way, we want our land to be worth something more than just, hey, this guy paid $500 on the first drop. Instead, it's like, this guy put 2 years of his fucking life into this land.
This is the way, man. It's actually one of the things I've been messing around with expansion. And their whole kind of arc is around that, right? Like the limited supply on XBS, of course, is to tend my RPlanet wounds. Although I mean, RPlanet's got some cool stuff going on, like that I'm excited for what they're gonna do this year. But it's that same thing, right? Where you like, there's a bunch of different minerals or whatever that you get from mining the land with different tools or whatever. And then you just upgrade the land. And my plan is to do it for a whole year, right? Because like maybe it moons right now, maybe it doesn't. Who gives a shit? It doesn't really matter. Like
Right.
getting in that and like doing, like just doing that building phase to me is really, really interesting. I'm really, really excited about that. So just could you walk me through that again? So like I get 4 owner shards, which is actually what I'm doing right now on NFT. Also, like, is anyone selling this stuff for blue? Because like I just unstaked a bunch of it. Weren't you talking about doing something for blue? Sorry, I totally should remember. I totally forget.
Yeah, no. So we're doing a drop on tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow about the same time, so 2 hours from now, tomorrow.
Okay.
We're doing a drop. It's booster packs. So the boosters will increase the amount that you mine on your land, or they increase the amount that you are staking. Um, we're gonna have like a similar staking system, I guess, to Blue Deck, but just for our parts, so people can earn more XP. And there's another, I guess, little thing in the game called daily actions. So people are limited to the amount of actions that they can do, like upgrading or mining. And so we want people to be able to stake their parts in order to be able to do more in the game,
Yeah.
or get more experience points so that they can level up that land. Um, and so tomorrow we're doing a booster pack drop. And in the booster pack, there's either a 2x, 4x, 6x, or 8x mining or staking boost NFT. So those packs, there's 10 NFTs in the packs, and we're only selling it for I think 50 wax, and then whatever that is equivalent wise, with TLM, blue, ether, and bits.
Yeah, I think you
Um,
had it listed at like 32K blue, which has
yeah,
been relatively stable recently, so it might still be good.
yeah. I think the prices will probably all stay the same. I know the market's overall, like the
It's
market
kind of
like
down,
went
yeah.
down, but I think the bits price, the blue price, the ether price, and TLM, it's just all kind of been about the same ratio. So
Right.
it'll probably be about 32.5 thousand blue, which will be done on our website. We will have the drop also on Nifty, but that's just for like people that want to use wax, I guess. Um, yeah, limited with technologies. Like I tried convincing Nifty and Atomic to let me list drops with multiple tokens, and they still won't do it. So takes about 5 hours. We built our own like drop system. And so on R.Land, we'll definitely have the drop to where you could use multiple different tokens. Something cool though, I mean, I think it's cool. The booster pack, we just have one booster pack, but depending on which token or which website you buy the booster pack on, it'll have a different font color on the front of it. So if you buy from Nifty, it'll have like a blue and a white font color for it says booster and it says pack on it. Um, and then like if you buy on our website using wax, it'll be a gold color. If you use blue, it'll be a blue color. If you use bits, well, it'll be looking cool. You'll see.
Da-da-da.
Yeah. So there is also one other thing about the packs. The one thing I hate is that you always see the mint number on the NFTs, and it's
Yeah.
completely useless. Like, who cares, right? Like, personally, it's cool to have mint number one, but like nobody cares. It's useless otherwise, right?
Yeah.
So these NFTs, the booster cards, the NFTs coming out of the pack, if you have a low mint, so under mint number 100, it'll have an extra boost amount, um, depending on the mint number. So starting at mint number 1, it'll have a 1x extra boost. And then every mint number after that, it'll reduce it by uh, 0.01. So after mint number 101, will have a 0 extra boost, but mint number I think 100 will have a 0.01x boost extra. So that way, people, they can try to get the lowest mint. They are what's that word? Pre-minted, I think it's the word.
Okay.
So they're pre-minted. So if you open the pack first, it's not going to give you mint number 1, but something interesting for, I guess, third-party sales or private collectors.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, other than that, definitely tomorrow. Don't want to miss out. Multiple tokens. And I'll give a little hint to everybody. If you keep and you hodl one of each of the different variations of the packs, because there's 6 of them, might be something coming out maybe in a month or 2.
Wait, so you want to buy like there's 6 different kinds of packs because there's different tokens? Sorry, did I miss something?
No. They're I wonder if I could show it.
Yeah. Just show your screen. I'm actually on your site now. I actually bought like I just had a little bit of wax. So I went and grabbed some owner shards, and I need to figure out what to do with it now. But we'll do that after.
Nice.
Rock and roll.
I'll do this and I'll talk at the same time. So
Sure.
what it is actually is it's all the same pack, so it's all the same template number. But what we're doing is we're using mutable data. So like each time someone buys a pack, depending on what they paid with, so like wax, TLM, or blue or whatever, it'll change the font color on the front. So they look the same, just the font color's a little bit different. And so let me do this and go here. Okay, there we go. Let me switch this over. So I don't know if everybody can see this.
Yep.
So this is the back side.
Oh, hey, if you want to share, you can share your screen on here. I can make it big.
Oh, I can share my screen. Okay.
Yeah, bottom middle. There's a little share plus thingy.
Let me see. I've never actually used this.
Hey, Chris, as far as tomorrow's drop, you can actually just go to R.Land tomorrow. They do it right on their webpage because they're baller.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm surprised most people don't do. It's actually very easy to sharing screen is easiest. It's pretty easy to do, I think, in my opinion, but okay, ignore the background there. Okay, so these, of course it does that. Opens in the other window. All right, so this is the main look for the pack. And you can see here, this is like black, this is black. This is if you pay with TLM, you'll get the black font color. But if you pay with blue, you'll get this like blue color. If you pay with wax, you'll get this gold color. Very simple. This is if you pay with bits, because this is kind of our bits theme.
Yeah.
And then this is if Nifty, you got the blue and the white. And this is with Ether, you got the red. Let's look at this. I'll show you. So this is with the background, so you can see it better, I guess. Yeah, just different font colors in the front.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why we did this is just so people can see, like, hey, that guy paid with wax, that guy paid with Ether, that guy paid with TLM. And if you collect all 6 of them, because there's 6 different versions, they're all the same, but they're 6 different, just I guess look wise. Yeah, might actually
stick out a few million TLM like you do, Loadmaster. So just so I get this right, just because I totally want to do this. So I need bit, wax, blue, Aether, TLM, and is the last one Nifty?
It is buying it with wax on Nifty. So if you buy it with wax on our website and buy it on wax on Nifty. So we just did something a little special for Nifty because they're, every time I have something I want done, the guy does it like within a couple hours. So
Yeah, I love those guys.
yeah, it's very nice over there. And I'm always finding some little bugs, so I feel like I annoy them. But anyway, yeah. So that's about it for that tomorrow. Um, Definitely want to not miss out. It's going to be, I think, 4 p.m. UTC. Don't know what that is in America. I'm thinking maybe 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Checking right
Yeah,
now. Yeah, nailed it. 11 a.m.
cool. Yeah, I miss working off of Eastern time, but like living over here in Turkey, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. All right, so hey, I got these things. I'll share my screen here. I just got some common ones. I just want to test some shit out just for fun. Let's see all the 18 trillion things I have open. So yeah, I got these things. So do I just trade in one or do I trade in lots? Like, what do I do?
So if you have, you can trade in 4. So you can trade in the pixel, the Argas, and the alloy. But there is one little thing, real quick.
Yeah.
Right now, you can only trade in one time. So one time, if you ever plan to do like a higher rarity, then might want to wait on it. But we will have the option next month to do multiple different
Okay.
lands. But right now it's just one. So if you
So I should get more wax, get a bunch of higher rarity shit, and then do it that way. And so I didn't realize I had I thought I was buying different ones, but I apparently got 2 Argas instead by accident.
but if you want to, you can do this real quick. I'll just send it back to you. So if you click the trade in for the pixel, the Argas, and the alloy, it'll add it there, and then you just hit trade for land contract, and then it'll make you sign it.
Yep.
And then
Blam.
it might not refresh because the shit's slow. But
It did.
it did refresh.
Did it?
Boy, sometimes we code stuff, I just forget about it. But anyway, yeah. So now on Discord, if you were logged into Discord, you can, I think, technically start mining if you have an axe. So if you scroll down, it says pickaxe.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street, so you need land and you need axe. You can either use bits to buy a cheap ass axe, which I would not suggest,
Okay.
or you get a gold bit NFT from Atomic.
Yeah.
I think they're fairly cheap. The gold is the best. Well, it's the second best. The best is the mythic black axe, but there's only 6 in existence, and the last one I actually paid 10,000 wax for it. So good luck getting one. If you get
Fair
one,
enough. Gold
yeah,
wax, gold axe it is. So what was that?
yeah.
What was that? Gold something?
It's the gold bit NFT. I think it's under. Boy, I make this stuff. You think I'd remember?
No. I
That's
totally
under
get it.
bits. Yeah.
All right. I'm just realizing right now that I have acquired over my travels a decent little stack of bits. Can we stake bits somewhere or what?
Yeah, so right now you can stake bits with Blue on bluedeck.io.
Oh yeah. I recall.
Yeah, there's this website out there like that. We
Yeah,
actually
and
will.
for the record, like the easiest way to do that, and this is like a little bit embarrassing, but I don't actually care that much because I love it that it works so much. So you go to r.land/blue, and it's just fucking better than the site we built. Like that's like, it's just real.
Look, I mean, okay, so I was half asleep that day, and I think I messaged you, and I was like, "Hey, I could build something to make it work if you want." And then, like an hour later, I was trying to use the website. I hate that it refreshes every time. So I
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna build my own thing." So I did. and then it looked kind of nice. I was like, okay, I guess I'll share this with people.
It's
And then
it's so good. It's awesome,
right,
man.
well, it was better, but then one of my mods, Hika, he was like, bro, how come the website doesn't refresh? And I'm like, it does refresh, you just don't see it. Like it's just that fast.
Yeah,
And
it
he's like,
just doesn't do the whole. Yeah, I mean, we like I have a meeting today in a few hours actually with the Blue Eye team where we're gonna be like, hey, so now we see how it should be across a bunch of different parameters.
right.
Wink.
Well, it was funny. So I actually, the website, you will see it refresh now because I just delete the data every like 60 seconds or something. But originally it was like super smooth. You didn't notice it was refreshing, but he did have a good point. Like people won't know it's refreshing. So I even added a little pop up that says, "Hey, data is refreshing."
Yeah, I saw that on the
Um,
top. I like it.
but yeah, otherwise it works very well. I kind of forgot to build the community pool tool and the staking the NFTs because some people have asked me like, "Hey, I can't do anything. It says I need to stake an NFT." Yeah, it took me the longest time. It actually wasn't building the website; it was figuring out how to work it based off of like just looking at your guys' website and like the API calls and stuff. I was just
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit!" And then I finally figured it out. And it took me like an hour to build the website, and I was like, "Okay, this is cool."
Yeah, I mean, you should change your name from Bad Gifter to Get Gifter to Super Genius because that's a non-trivial gargantuan lift as far as I'm concerned. Apparently, for some people, it's just like beep beep boop boop boop. But yeah, no,
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I've been doing web development way too long. When I remember when the internet came out, and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna start doing that." And I was teaching web development classes in high school. I convinced the principal to let me start my own class because I was raised out in like a hick town, so a lot of, I wouldn't say idiots, but people, oh, let's go get our guns and go out to the country.
I live in Florida. I mean, we live in Miami now, but I lived
Oh, okay, yeah.
lived about an hour north of Tampa for a while in Pasco County, and like, holy sweet Jesus, Hicktown! Like I love them dearly, but they're
There's a
bad.
time and a place for it. I like it. Like that's where I was born and raised. But at the same time, I was like, oh, I kind of want to learn more computer stuff. And this whole school system was like, a 2 plus 2 is 4, and we must hold you back 2 years because you didn't learn trigonometry. And I was like, lady, I learned calculus last year. I don't need to learn trigonometry. They're like, what is calculus? I was like, what? Never mind. I'll just do my own things. I've been teaching myself everything that I need to know. So like I do 3D modeling, web development. I code Wax contracts, Binance smart contracts, Ethereum, whatever, art stuff. We have a lot of 3D artists for R.Land, but I feel bad saying this. When they finish their work, I go in and spend like maybe an hour adding a little bit to it.
Yeah,
I'm just so picky. And it's just like I have them do maybe 100 iterations like this land.
yeah,
I feel bad. We actually have maybe 7 different versions of the land, and each time I'm just paying more money just to have a different one made. Uh, but we're gonna get it right this time. People are going to be, I think, impressed. I think our barrier for land NFTs is Splinterlands. Their land definitely hard to beat. It's just a kid's drawing of a land. So it was really not that hard to be impressive. But on Wax, now I've seen some projects on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain.
yeah.
There's no way I could compete with them, but actually we might. I'm not supposed to say anything. Well, anyway, so yeah.
Those are my favorite. So everybody's ears just perked up. Like, wait, what?
Wait, what? Yes, we are working on wax. We're making a small project. Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, yeah, I just staked some more to the bit blue thing because I actually had some bit now, and this is a fun thing. Like I have to save some bit and some blue to buy a bunch of these shards, which is really fun. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think we created a problem with R.Land, and the issue that we have right now is there's just not enough bits. And then we got the bit blue staking. We're gonna have bit staking on our website soon.
Mhm.
Part staking. You need bits to level up your land. It's just not enough bits. I don't know if you've seen the market for bits, but it's just like it just keeps going up and up and up. And so hopefully with this booster pack stuff, uh, we can maybe get a little bit more bits into the market.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, that's a good problem. Fortunately for me, I've been screwed by so many projects. I think I've figured out the math and what to do exactly to kind of keep everybody happy in the community. And one thing I will mention, because land, if you have a mythic land and you get leveled up all the way to the top, you could earn like 1.5 million bits per day, which is a lot compared to like right now. But it's not always going to be an easy ride. We do have plans like in 6 months or whatever when we release public mining on our website and stuff. uh, Landowners will have to reach like a certain requirements, um, or the game itself will have to reach certain requirements in order to keep the production higher. So that way, if we get into a situation like RPlanet where we're producing billions or millions of ether or bits or whatever,
Yeah.
and there's nobody playing, well, that's not a good thing. So
Yeah.
we're gonna develop a system to where if less people are playing and less people are spending, then production's gonna start to drop.
Yeah, I think it's
So
tagging it because we talk about this at Blue Dock long term all the time, right? I mean, like I want to bring on more projects, but like bringing in, there was like of those starter pools that we brought in for month two. There's basically two, like Bit and one of them I can't remember which one it was that were good, and the rest of them were just kind of basically blue sucks, right? Because there wasn't anywhere near enough people that were engaged in it. So they having something tagged to wax liquidity, something tagged to number of people that are in the ecosystem actively is really smart. Like that, like ultimately, it's number of active wallets in your ecosystem that are going to end up showing what the ecosystem is going to look like, right?
yeah, no, 100%. And yeah, if you do the math, right? So like let's say bit was $1, okay, and everybody in the whole community is earning 1 million bits per day. So that's $1 million per day. And the users are spending half of that per day. That's not bad, right? But let's
Mm-hmm.
say the user base drops off and they're only spending $10,000 a day and we're still producing 1 million. That's insane. Like, it's going to crash the market. And so, I'm tokenomics centered. So like, if some situation happens like that, then we want to reduce the amount of bits that are being produced. And people might seem like, oh shit, that's going to be crazy, I want to still make my 1 million bits per day. It's like, no, you don't, because if you
You
do,
really, really don't.
yeah, like if you do, everybody else is, and guess what, everybody else is going to start selling it, and then boom, your token
Yep.
crashes, and now what are you making? So yeah, and actually there's a plus side to it. If you reduce the amount that's being produced, maybe the token's price goes up. So like it goes back to this whole situation that everybody keeps saying in crypto, you should just hodl your tokens. You should just hodl whatever's in crypto. And being in crypto since 2011, I can 100% say if I had just hodled Bitcoin or Ether, Litecoin, have pretty much half the coins that I wanted or that I've traded in my Doggy coin. Fuck me on that one. If I had just hodled any of this stuff,
Yeah.
I'd be sitting on a beach somewhere drinking, alcohol all day and
Yeah.
not give a
The
shit, right?
best thing you can do is buy something and hold it for at least like a cycle and a half, like 4 to
Yeah.
8 years is where you want to do on this stuff. That's the thing. All these new games, like we're all like 2021, right? We all kind of got into this new space, right? And
Right.
we're iterating like crazy or whatever. Yeah, like I'm getting into R.Land today just because like you're a fucking superhero as far as I'm concerned, and I want to connect with whatever you're building, and hopefully we could do all sorts of collabs on stuff. But like I don't want to get into this like profit on it now. I want to see what it looks like in 4 years, like legitimately, because like any one of these games, this is the thing, like any one of these games will retire a normal person in 4 years if it keeps going, right? And there's
Yeah.
you never know if it's going to, of all the games that are going to start, that already have started and will start or whatever, a bunch of them are going to go to zero. Like just assume that, right? But like I have a sneaking suspicion that this is going to be one that has some staying power.
No, 100%. Like, it reminds me of something you said earlier. Like, we started off as, I guess, kind of like an origin story to RPlanet, and people were like, "Oh, whatever. I don't give a shit." But I've been working on this like game idea slash ecosystem idea for maybe 5 to 10 years. Um, a lot of people that I'm working with know kind of like the direction that we're gonna go, but I have it planned down to maybe about 35 years in the future.
Nice.
And it's gonna evolve into something more than just virtual gaming. There'll be some like real life aspects. Our super secret NFT, which I have not mentioned yet, um, that kind of is the start of our future of what we want to do with like R.Land. But hey, there's so many different crazy things that I've been planning for like 5 years, and this is just kind of like the perfect opportunity to get it started. So, for me personally, I wanted to like maybe wait another 8 months, 9 months to perfect everything. But um, yeah, I think we started at a good time. We have a good plan going on, and people seem to love it so far. So as long as we just keep doing it, we'll keep doing it. But so I did mention super secret. There's something that our community, everybody knows about, and that is we call it the super secret NFT. And what it is, if you have 4 of the different mythic owner shards, um, in about a month or two, you'll be able to blend them together, and you'll get this one NFT from it, which will be like a combination of all of those mythics together, plus a lot of extra. So something our owner shards do, SS equals lamb now. So some of the our owner shards, they have extra rewards for them. So like a common owner shard, it just earns parts. That's all it does. Kind of, whatever. But if you have like a mythic, you get auto entered into giveaways. You will get a part of a pool that comes from like Atomic Hub trades. Every time there's a trade on Atomic Hub, we're going to put it into a pool to share out with like mythic owners, um, whitelisted for drops, all sorts of different perks. And so our super secret is going to be like a mashup of everything with a ton of perks. I can say that the super secret is basically giving you access to a club, like a secret club. So that's another hint for people. Um, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. And yeah, it'll kind of kick off our start towards maybe the future of R.Land.
Cool.
Can we do one more super secret? Huh?
Hey, apparently I already have land, or there was a non. I was trying to do this axe thing, which I did with that gold thingy, and then I got my little common Argas thing selected. Am I doing something wrong?
Let me zoom in.
Or is this the land right here? Here, hold on. I can probably like. Here we
Okay,
go.
so that one's for land. You already did that one.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah. So if you select the axe, So it is selected trade for X contract.
I think I did that one already too. Yep,
Only
I
one
did.
X per account. Yeah. So NFT, lovely. I'd have to look it up, but
That's all right. I might have just done it already. So now, okay, once you have a land and axe, do I have to go to the Discord to start fucking around with shit or what?
yeah. So you have to
Okay,
join the Discord. We built in a custom login function, which actually it'll bring you back to the web browser,
that's cool.
just to sign in, because we kind of control your bit balances and some of the like the R.Land stuff from Discord. So yeah, it took a little bit of work for that, but as long as you log in on Discord, you can then start mining. Um, it's fairly simple. If you level up your axe, mining's pretty easy. Like if you level it up to level 1,000, you basically just have to mine once a day. You could even level it up to like level 3,000 and do it once every 2.5 days. Um,
And how do you level your axe up?
so on Discord, there's a channel that you can do the different commands. So to level it up, you do /upgrade, and then however much XP you want to use, and then if you want to upgrade the land or the axe. Fairly simple. For anybody trying to try this out, we have a channel called How To Videos. It's just basically me on my phone showing you how to do it. Uh, Very simple. We even have a bunch of different information channels that try to explain it. Um, but overall, there's I think 8 different commands that you can do for the game. So you can mine, you can get your stats, which will show your balances, how much daily actions you have, how much XP, what land you have, what level it is. Um, Action stats, which is a little bit more complicated. Uh,
Oh, cool.
Upgrade, get XP, log in, log out, swap.
Oh, awesome. I'm
Yeah,
in there.
so
I'm in there right now. Looks good.
yeah. And it's all done from Discord after you log in. So as long as you never log out, it's pretty simple. Um, and the mining is, yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit different than like Alien Worlds or other games. So the mining actually takes time to do it. So depending on the level of your axe, like this gold bit here that you have, if you
Yeah,
traded
yeah.
that one in, that starts out at level 25, which means it mines for 25 minutes. So if you do /mine in 25 minutes, it'll tag you and it'll say, hey, your mine's finished, and then you can start another one. um, if you level that up, every level that the axe is leveled up will add 1 extra minute. So like level 1000 axe can mine for 1,000 minutes straight.
Yeah, I need to get up to 6 hours on all this stuff stat because that's my bottle of 6 hour expansion things. So I'm basically like that'll mean that like I'm into I can just do it all at once, which is smart. I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, my suggestion is you need mythic land. So right now you have common.
Yeah,
Mythic land will give you more daily actions, and then you just need, I think, like 1,000,000 bits or something, and then you can buy the XP and immediately just level up your axe, and then you can start leveling up your land after that.
doing it. All right, I'll probably have to ask you again, but that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, well, we're always in Discord. I think one of the fastest response times for questions in Discord, as long as we're not asleep. Because
Wait, you guys sleep? Oh my god.
yeah, I mean, I didn't sleep last night. I think I slept like 30
Oh
minutes.
man.
So
Well, that's a whole thing. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm excited to actually hang out here on Discord because like, I mean, you've seen the frick. I like every once in a while I pop into the Blue Dot chat thing and I'm like, that was a
you're like,
mistake.
oh, never mind.
Like, come on, man. It's like and like Bonds, I love him to death. Having a Discord at all was his idea. I'm like, fine, just go and do the thing, whatever. Like, because we're just gonna keep figuring out how to build it and make relationships, whatever. Fine. I would be booting people so hard. He's like, no, just let everyone stay. I'm like, okay. like two dudes that just
Or you
complain
do.
24 hours a day. I'm like, part of me like this is your life. Like
What
I don't get it.
I'm still waiting for that. I think we had one guy complain, and I was just like, bro, if you don't like it, like, what do you want me to do? You want a refund? Like, that, that was it. Like, I don't know why people just don't complain that much. I mean, they complain about other projects in our Discord, but I figure someday it'll come, and it's just something that you get used to working, social media or Discord and shit. Like I've been using Discord for years, and people will find any reason to argue or complain. It's just how it is. And after seeing it for years, it's just like I don't give a fuck. But my mods, they have shorter temper than I do, so I'm just like, okay, you guys fight, like, just chill out, like, it doesn't need to be a reason to argue about stuff, but
Yeah. Well,
um,
and it's like, yeah, no, this is it's been kind of a hard lesson for me because I take this shit pretty personally. But that, like, there's no value in that either, right? Like, cool, I believe in it. You don't. Like, what are we like? Why argue about it?
yeah, no, exactly. Well,
Point.
as long as you believe in something, then who gives a shit what everybody else believes, and that's what I've been thinking is this whole time. Like, if someone has an issue with R.Land or whatever, that's fine. Let them talk about us in 5 years when we're on TV, talking about the next biggest fucking thing, and they're like, "Oh, I wish I would have gotten into it." It's like, okay, well, you should have gotten into it, but you complained about something, so
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just how everything was. Like Bitcoin, same thing.
Yep.
Ethereum, Litecoin, Doggy Coin. I'm surprised Doggy Coin even survived. I have 2 million
Doge,
of it.
yeah, dude. Like it was my first cryptocurrency, and I remember like in 2016 digging it out. Somebody had given me like $20 worth a couple of years before that. And I'm like, oh man, I think I have some. And like I found the private key, and like I had no clue what the fuck any of that stuff was. So I got in there, it was like $220. I'm like, wait, what? I've been like grinding out. I just learned how to trade Forex. I was like grinding out like 1% every couple days, which I thought was like amazing. And like this stuff that I ignored for 2 years just made, 1,000%. And I'm like, wait, what?
I know, right,
I've
dude?
been
I
crypto ever since, all day long, every day. This is the way.
see, like, my business partner and I, our specialty was like trading cryptocurrencies. I would help clients like acquire crypto for a fee and stuff. So it's something that we've been doing, like, like maybe 1% a week, 1% a day, whatever.
Yeah.
And then every time we look at it, if we had just held something, we would have made 10,
Yep.
20 times more of that.
That
Like
was
this.
the entire sorry, this website just started yelling at me. You shit your pants. Jesus Christ. Yeah, same story. 2016, 2017, I traded every single day. I did pretty good, right? And at the end of it, my buddy who got in right when I did, put in exactly the same amount of money, had 7% less on like a 10,000% gain. Like it was a rounding error. And I was like up every morning, like beep, boop, boop, trading, fucking trade. And like, you could throw a dart at the markets and do pretty well in a good bull market, right? So I thought I was a fucking genius. And yeah, I could have done nothing and made like about 98% as much.
Oof. Yeah. Well,
Never dull.
yeah, it's funny, and I still never learn. Like I'm actually holding some wax. I'm holding ether because how do you sell 32 billion ether?
How much Aether do you have? Do you
just,
seriously
just
have 32 billion?
just 32 billion. But that
Is
was
that
from
it?
that was from the first R.Land drop that we did. So our first drop to
Still,
get
but like I think we have 6. Like we were now granted, like we were doing that land conversion thing for Uplift, like kind of at the peak, right? So like when I think it
when
was
the
like
prices were super high.
5 million Aether was like what, right? And of course we just kept it all. But yeah, so that we're gonna be voting with I think like 5 or 6 billion or whatever, but 32 billion is better.
Yeah, nobody's gonna beat us. Like we're top spot already as long as they let us in. I mean, they don't have an issue with us, but I feel like sometimes they ignore that we even exist. But Yeah, we definitely have the most ether out of all the projects, and hopefully this drop. Uh, I'm shooting to get another maybe 8 billion ether, because I was doing some calculations, and as long as we have 40 billion ether that we can stake for our lands project, we should be the number one staked on RPlanet for at least a year. So, so
That's
much for
awesome.
competition,
Da-da-da-da.
right?
That's brilliant.
Well, it's funny because like I asked Bonds, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, like, hey, can we get staked on RPlanet? Because I think that'd be interesting, earning bits, earning ether, and then
Mhm.
ether can be spent on our land for bits, just like this huge circle. But they never responded. And I think it's because they were planning this new,
Yeah, they haven't added
uh,
anybody in a long time. I knew they
yeah,
were gonna nerf everything.
which is nice.
It's
I
good.
liked it, but we'll see. I know we're going to be the top slot. I'm curious how much ether we're going to get because it'll just be for the owner shards. So if you haven't figured out yet, if you have owner shards for our land, you'll be pretty much set. Um, and then at least one land. I don't know why people like a lot of people want 3, 4, 5 different lands, and I'm just like, dude, just have one because it's a lot of fucking time to level it up. But everybody wants multiple lands, so I'm like, okay, we'll give it to you. Just like give me like a month. I never expected people to be like, hey, this is going to take me 2 years to level up. Can I get 10 of them, please? Like, what the fuck? Okay.
That's awesome. And I love the fact too that, and this is something that I don't think I was spending enough time thinking about it, but that time functionality. It's like in Alien Worlds kind of was the first one to sort of start leading in this direction. But it's clearly a really interesting game mechanic as far as figuring out how to throttle humans and make us want to ape in to do more shit.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So I need to buy mythic OS shards for all that shit so I can get a mythic land, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, but
Either.
I had the common land crap. I have the common land. I'm very excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
Should I just do that through a different account, or is there an easier way for me to do it?
No. If you just send me your Wax wallet, I've been refunding people their common lands because they're always like, oh, I put the common in first, but I have mythic, and I'm like, okay. So I just go through. It takes me like a minute, and it'll refund the owner shards that you sent,
Okay.
and it'll reset it. So
Awesome.
pretty
Sorry. All right. Well,
simple.
it was fun to do anyway.
Yeah. Or you could do another account. I have for testing, I think 5 different accounts that I just swap between, but I know how to do it faster than everybody else. So it's actually simple. You just when it gives you the login link, just never close that browser, because then you could just click the log out and click the log in pretty quickly.
Okay.
Um, I mean, for me, I just type it in on my database. But anyway, yeah, pretty simple to swap between them. But I wouldn't recommend it. It just seems like a waste. Maybe 5 minutes of my life every day swapping accounts. So we will next month have multi ownership. So next month it'll be done. So I just suggest start with the mythic, give
Yeah.
it like 3 to 4 weeks, and if you want more, get more. But um, something I should tell people: you can buy mythics from the market, but it might be more beneficial to buy whale packs because I think their price is cheaper.
All right. Well, this is me like
Uh,
swapping a bunch of EOS actually, so that I can buy more of the stuff because I don't have any fucking wax. So what are you gonna do?
Wait, people still use EOS?
I've heard.
Hmm.
And they're doing some stuff. I had a great conversation with Eve LaRose. If you haven't checked that out, it's actually worth it. They're actually funding projects now. They're yeah,
I'll have to check it out. Yeah,
they're doing
all
pretty
I
good.
hear is my girlfriend complain every day. Oh, EOS's price is just never going up. I was like,
Yeah,
I
I
told you
mean
not to buy it.
that is the story.
Right? Well, maybe wax will hit $1 finally. That'd be nice.
I think that's inevitable. I think wax is going to hit $5 this year.
You know, I had recommended that to my a couple of my friends. They put in like 200 grand in wax. Immediately dropped from 90 cents to like 50 cents, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, did I
it's just a
mean?"
function of time. The number of active wallets, number of meaningful transactions is kind of how I think about price long term, right? It's like
Right.
it's remove all hype or whatever, and both of those numbers are going up exponentially on wax. Just
Oh
wait,
yeah, no,
right? It's
100%.
only a matter of time, probably.
No. I am a firm believer. It's definitely going to go up. I mean, their initial sale when they first did wax. If they watching this, I'm sorry I called you guys scammers. I mean, you guys were scammers back in the day, but um, I think their initial price was like $1 or $2. So it's getting back there. It's
Yeah,
been 5 years, I think. Uh, and being listed to Binance definitely helped.
yep.
I think the issue is people just don't know it exists.
Yeah, I feel like they've just in the past few months started doing some decent marketing,
Yeah.
and from like the platform level. Even that though could be 100 times better. I think they're just waiting for it. Granted, like the whole AMC thing, the Spider-Man thing, like is the only thing they ever did for marketing, which is going out and getting brand after brand after brand after brand. Eventually, would work, right?
Oh yeah,
It'd be
100%.
good to see them doing a lot more stuff.
No, this whole branch has kind of been nice, but I think the issue, and this is a weird issue, uh, people like spending money on transactions. I don't think they understand the whole staking, the CPU and the
Yeah,
RAM and shit. And I'm just like, bro, would you rather pay $20 to run a Ethereum transaction or zero? That's a hard one.
I mean that people asked why I wasn't building Uplift on Ethereum. I'm like, there's no way.
There's no way. There's
It's
not
just
fucking
like
way.
it's absurd.
I mean, like,
Anyways,
you could be, you could, I mean, you could, and then everything's, millions of dollars to do something, but uh, it
yeah,
just doesn't work. And,
yeah.
we might like expand to like maybe Solana or something, but
Been
it
hearing
just
about
seems,
Solana a lot in the last week from a
I'm,
bunch of wax projects that want to branch out.
yeah, everybody wants to, but I keep seeing like how their system keeps crashing, and I'm just like,
Yep,
okay,
that's what I told my friend yesterday, and I'm sure they'll figure it out. But I mean,
oh,
they're
yeah,
new, right? Like this is like, I get the instinct that people, I tweeted about this yesterday. Like everybody's a genius after the fucking token pumps, right? We're like, wax hasn't gone nuts yet. Like there's no reason in the universe why it wouldn't go up. Like we've got 100 million times more shit going on wax than they have going on Cardano. If we were the same market cap as Cardano, wax would be like $28.
yeah, 100%.
So
I mean, I know it's going super high. I can't hodl it as much as I want. Like I used to have before RPlanet sucked it all away. I used to have like 2-3 million wax, and then slowly it just
it's
kept
a
going
pretty good
down.
stack.
Yeah,
Oh
well, no,
man.
it's nowhere near that. And then I before I started R.Land, I had I think like 500,000 wax. Now that I started R.Land with the NFT fees and all this other crap, I'm
Yeah.
down to like not a lot.
Yeah.
And so people keep asking, like, well, how come you doing a drop with wax? And I'm like, well, these NFTs cost a shit ton of money. Like the amount of wax needed to stake for just this boost pack sale,
Yep.
I think it was about 20,000 wax.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
it's non-trivial once you start doing RAM and getting
yeah,
all the it's a thing. Yeah, I still got a nice little stack. Fuck, it would be cool to have 2 million though, I'll tell you that right now.
I know.
But yeah,
I know.
without it staked, if I didn't have it staked with that, even if that 3-day cooldown stops me, right? 'Cause like thankfully. Because if it did, yeah, if I didn't have that, I would just be wailing into everything I get across all the time. Right?
Oh, no, same thing. It stopped me a couple times. Actually, I think it's like 100,000 wax and just RAM for Colobox. And so that's what's stopping me from
Fucking
selling that.
Colobox.
I have,
Dude, I got into that when they were on RPlanet. I was like, I was fucking farming Colobox like it was my job. It's like really, really ridiculous.
no, I wrote a bot to do it. I think I have, what did I tell people? 300 or 500,000 Colobox. I mean, it's a ridiculous amount. I can't even remember. It's been so long. See, it's over 300. I'm literally still the leaderboard for the top parent because I was breeding like crazy. And then I realized, oh, this isn't making me money. So I just stopped. I was like, I don't know what I was doing. I'd created like 5,000 accounts I was going to start sending them on adventures and shit. But
Yeah.
at that point, that was just like, okay, it's gone from just breeding to being way too complicated. I could do it, but like, I don't really feel like it. So I just stopped. I bought into their version 2 or whatever, just like last week or something. But
Oh yeah.
other than that, I don't know what I want to do. It's 300 and some thousand Colobox on there. I can't, because of that, I can't use RPlanet's website because they still use simple assets. And imagine, I think it's like 1,000 API calls just to go through the whole fucking list of all those Colobox
Oh shit.
to get to the bottom to where all my RPlanet stuff is.
Yeah,
So
that's a thing.
yeah, so I got RPlanet stuff that just kind of like stuck there because I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it's the cool thing with atomic assets. It's very, very quick. No matter how many billion you have, it's just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely Atomic did something better there. But yeah, whatever. We'll see how the future goes, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year, man. Thank you so much for coming on, by the way. And seriously, like, for if anybody doesn't know, r.land/blue is how I interact with my own shit. Like, it's so much better. I can't wait. I'm walking the because we lost our front end dev. Like, he was in grinding about it. He ended up like building the top NFT market on Cardano, so we lost him. And I'm like, fucking well, what are you gonna do? So it's a thing. We'll figure it out. We'll keep moving forward. It's just kind of what we do. And yeah, and the two like the contract dev that we have, Nathan Rempels, he's ultra badass, and Adam, who's kind of our developer guy, is kind of more of a DevOps, but obviously knows all this shit or whatever. But they both have like full-time jobs. Like, it's kind of all of us for Blue Deck are all like just kind of trying to cram it in while we're doing everything else that we're doing and stuff like that. So having you come in and build that, it was a total game changer. Now, and this, we'll talk, off air. I want to just brainstorm with you about it, but like, it has me thinking way more about, the end goal, right? I want 1,000 pairs of blue across 5 blockchains, and figuring out how to do that so that we're doing all of that stuff doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, right? Especially with a bunch of guys that are doing a bunch of other shit. But figuring out how to do like multiple front ends and providing the contracts and kind of the central node and central token for all this stuff, there's juice there. I just want to explore that stuff this year. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely something. It's gonna be interesting. I actually kind of appreciate it because I'm surprised with Wax kind of getting a little popular. There was never like liquidity pool type stuff. I mean, Alcor's got the pools, but like nobody was using them.
Yeah, if they're not incentivized, it's not worth it. There's too much risk.
100%. Well, yeah, and so it's definitely something that's needed. I'm surprised no one else did it. So that's why I took the extra 6 hours to build that. Because everybody's griping about blue and shit, but it's like we kind of need it. I kind of need something like it at least, just to keep the pools stocked, because it's 10 times easier just to swap tokens instead of trying to put on like a limit order and wait like 3 days for someone to fill it.
Mm-hmm.
But something interesting, I was looking through the blockchain and there's some people that already built arbitration bots
Yep.
that are literally swapping between the pools and the markets. So and the only reason why I noticed is because they started doing Bit token like last week or whatever.
Mhm.
They're making a shit ton of money.
Hmm.
I don't know. These people were very smart. Like I could do it, but I don't know. I guess they don't have a day job either. But literally the complexity that they put into it is pretty genius. And they're just making trades, making like 0.1 wax every time, but they're doing it like 10,000 times a day or 100,000 times.
That's crazy.
It's insane. And I'm sitting there going like, oh, okay, maybe we should build something like that. But
Right? How to cash flow everything else.
right, yeah. Well, I'm a big believer in playing games and stuff, but I'm also, if it can be done with a bot, I'm gonna do it with a bot. So yeah, like mining TLM, might still be botting that.
Yeah, if I could bot, I would. I'm just like nowhere near that smart.
Well, me neither. But like, if I'm so lazy, if I think it can be done with a bot, I will figure out how to do it, or I just won't fucking do it. But if there's money involved, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do it. But yeah, no, something. Oh, that's actually something I never mentioned. Oh, I haven't mentioned it to anybody, but I still have one land on Alien Worlds, and so I'm giving it to R.Land, and we're going to use it to give out dual tokens. So when people mine on Alien Worlds, they'll still get their TLM, and they'll get bit tokens if they're doing it on obviously my land. So
That's cool.
something
It's good.
different.
It's good. Yeah, I got one Alien Worlds land left too. Pretty excited about it.
I think everybody's got one left, but like I don't know what to do with it. So
I mean, that sounds good. I mean, like that system is, it's genius that they managed to put that together like that. It sort of shows the kind of open nature of all this stuff and how you can use it for unintended purposes.
right. Well, I'm still surprised no one's done it before. Like I just and we can even build it to where it'll give random NFTs as well.
So that
Which
random, that's what I want to do. Like the next step for Blue Deck is NFT staking. And talking to Nathan, we've got the contract set up so that we want people to stake a certain amount of blue and an NFT, and you'll have one share in a pool or whatever, right? And we're going to do that with NFTs that we actually sell for blue, and we're going to burn all the blue, like that sort of the testing thing. But ultimately, we want to have that open in community pools and the rest of it, so that we can have multiple projects that the NFT projects that we're having in and staking or whatever, which is gonna be fun. And one of those things, even and I think I was talking to Nathan, the contract guy, about it, like having even an LP staking pool that just randomly gives out an NFT commensurate to the percentage, like your percentage chance of winning an NFT will be the percentage that you have in the pool. This is fucking fun.
no, that sounds really cool. Yeah, definitely something that you should probably do.
It's gonna happen. Second, we can figure out. Just
Yeah, and if you can make that pool ether, I could put my 32 billion in there, and then
and just
I
win
could
all the NFTs
I could
and
win
see.
that's all I want. Like,
Right?
just let me get the NFTs. I'll do something good with them.
Cool.
I think I forgot how to sell NFTs because
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I haven't put anything on sale for months, and I have too many NFTs.
Yeah, every
Which is a
time I
fun
look
problem.
at it, I'm just like, I don't even know what half of the projects I bought into are doing. I'm just like, okay, well, I'll come back in 3 years. Maybe they'll still exist. I don't
Right?
know.
Yeah, exactly. There's too many of those. And I met so many like just amazing people that are trying all sorts of crazy and fun stuff, and I just don't have time to keep up with it.
100%. Well, see, that's why the owner shards and R.Land come into play, because I designed it specifically for people that just want to own it and forget it. They come back in like 2 years and they still earn a shit ton from it.
Yeah.
Everything else in R.Land, you have to be active, at least once a day or once a month.
Yeah.
If it's less than that, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. And I put a lot of hints in everywhere. one of my favorite things that we did was we did that bit token drop, which was that gold NFT that you had. Um, a bunch of people, you could open up these packs and they would have the gold, the silver, the multicolored, and then the black. The black was super rare. I think it was like 0.05% chance. And I put on the NFT's description, like, maybe you should hodl this for something else, like later, right? Um,
Sweet.
because the thing is you could trade in those blocks for actual bit tokens, right? And the black one, you could get 5 million bit tokens compared to the gold that only had 25,000, right? So if you opened it, you're obviously like, oh shit, I got 5 million bit tokens, right? My favorite, this is one guy, he opened two of them. He got two of those black boxes.
Oh, that's fucked
Luckiest
up.
motherfucker. He immediately converts them to bits.
Yeah.
And then like a month later, we released, hey, if you still have those black bits, here's the prize. You can use them to make mythic black axes, and there's only 6. So, you know, it's like whatever. He got his 10 billion bits, or 10 million, which was, a lot at the time, but I think it's worth like 100x what it would have been.
Ooh.
But I put that hint on there, like, so people, if they just read it, maybe they would understand. So like, there's hints on a lot of our NFTs, a lot of info and stuff, because part of our game that's coming up would be the crafting phase. It's going to be centered around hints. So people figuring out stuff, I think, is going to be a fun part of the game. But for right now, it's mining. Everybody loves mining. Even I like to mine. Yeah, so we'll see.
That's fun. All right, so if I got $1,000 worth of wax, apropos of nothing. This is just a hypothetical. I feel like I should get some whale packs if I can grab them.
Whale packs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the whale packs are the best. The gold packs too expensive, I think.
Okay.
And then the cool thing with the whale packs, I think there's a 5% chance or something, maybe it's less than that, that when you open it, you can get another whale pack.
That's fun.
Which is cool. I opened one yesterday for first time in like a month, and I got a free whale pack. I was like, fuck yeah. So, but I think the odds with the whale pack is it should give you enough owner shards to make half of a mythic.
And that's like, and you can blend up your shards to get to the mythic shard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta make sure I do that the right way.
If you don't get a mythic in the whale pack, you should be able to blend up to at least like 2 legendaries, but on average, it should be like 2 legendaries or 1 mythic, because it takes 4 legendaries to make a mythic. So I think the whale packs have better odds, because obviously you could get multiple mythics in a whale pack.
Yeah.
Better than buying the mythic straight, but sometimes the mythics prices they dip for like a day. So if you ever see it below, I know the USD price is $200. So if it's ever below $200, oof, that should
snag
that pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely the whale packs, because the whole game in the future, even right now, it's always going to be focused on owner shards. And if people don't have owner shards, it's not going to break the game. Like, our theory is, or our idea is, when people are playing in the future, they probably won't even know owner shards exist. That'll just be like, like a club of people that got into the game early.
Yeah.
And the people that are getting into that game, at that point in time, they won't even know it exists. They'll just know this, and that. And, it's not going to hurt their feelings like, oh, I didn't get an owner shard. But, if you have the owner shards, it's definitely going to be worth it. And it's something that we're always going to focus our use case with. So I know like RPlanet, one thing they kind of pissed me off about is it seemed like they forgot about Ether
Yeah.
for the next part of the game. They're like, Ether, what was that?
Oh, that token we inflated to high heaven. Cool, 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 cool.
Cool. Just forget it exists. So like that's something we don't want to do. You know, like it's not just RPlanet. It's like other games. They come out with
That's the thing. Like,
NFTs.
right. You're like, everybody's iterating and evolving and trying to figure out how to do stuff, but like incorporating the stuff from the past. I mean, Uplift, like it's something that we want to do better, right? That we haven't necessarily think done, to the best capacity that we could.
Right.
So it's just an ongoing thing.
Yeah. It's a tricky thing. Like it took us a couple months of planning to figure out exactly what to do. So that's why we released it as an owner shard and stuff. But our token is a little bit more complex than everybody else's token, and most people don't understand it. But the thing that we did was, so like in RPlanet, okay, this is an example. You have those 4 elements that you can mine the land.
Yeah.
I can't remember their names, like Wecan or whatever. So we have the same thing. We call them parts instead of elements in this current phase. And so we have alloy, pixel, circuit, and argas are the 4 parts. Automatically, if you have one of each, you will have 1 bit token. And the bit token can be traded on Alcor, can be staked, whatever, right? The parts cannot be traded. They can't be moved. They're just in your wallet. So if you have like 1,000 of each one and you have 0 of the 4th one, you have 0 bits. Simple. Some reason people just can't understand that. I don't know.
Hey,
But
Chris Bates, listen to this. I have no idea who you guys are or what this game is, but it was in my YouTube recommended, and this is interesting as fuck. Like, yeah. So R.Land, check this out. R.Land. That's actually the website. I'll put up a thing here. Yeah, like, and if you're not into wax gaming, NFT gaming yet, I mean, that's just welcome to the rabbit hole. It's gonna get weird. Hello.
hello. Yeah, so
She's like, "You're done now, dude. Dinner time, motherfucker."
yeah, no, our girlfriend's mom's been staying with us. She does not speak English, so the only way she shows hello is to come over, give me a nice little kiss on the cheek.
That's adorable. I love that.
She's cute, but yeah, for everybody that doesn't understand what wax is or gaming, you should probably learn it. If you like to game, or if you like to just sit there and think about gaming, or if you like to just do weird shit, wax is a good thing to like get into. Crypto in general, but I think wax. There's a lot of games out there on wax that you could actually earn money from. Just most people will say, and I kind of agree, diversify. I wouldn't put all of your money into like one game. Even R.Land, I wouldn't put all your money into one game. I mean, personally, for me, I put it all into R.Land. So, but I own it. So, like, what else am I going to do? But you should diversify. So if you do get into like wax or something, just if you see something cool, it is cool, but be hesitant, because you could end up like I did, putting 500,000 into RPlanet, and now it's worth
less.
10 grand, 10,000.
Yeah.
a little bit less, but hey, I'm still hopeful. I believe they could make something interesting. It just takes time. So,
right.
And I understand it as a developer, it takes time. Like for me, it takes a day, and for others, it takes 2 months. But
for the record, like that might sound like he's totally tooting his own horn. It's not enough. He's not kidding. He came in and like redid our Blue Dack website better in an afternoon. Like that's some fucking wizard level shit, frankly.
And I'll let people know I don't actually work on R.Land 24/7. If I did, things could be crazy right now. Yeah, but the shit stresses me out. Like the work stresses me out so much. I have to take a break at least like 3 times a day. So,
Yeah.
but that's what keeps me going, keeps me doing great stuff. So I feel bad. Like if I had spent 12, 16 hours a day working 100% on R.Land, oh, we could be doing so many cool things. Um,
Yeah,
but
it's the same, especially over Christmas. I had to really slow down because
right.
like this whole last year has been like an unbelievable sprint. And it's funny,
Hmm,
like I keep like, oh, I can't take breaks, blah blah blah. Then I actually take a break, and I get more done in an hour than I got done in 2 days. Just
exactly.
so much smarter, so much
Well,
ideas are actually coming. It's crazy.
and I used to be, where you have to work 24/7, otherwise you're not gonna get shit done.
Yep.
Um, but it was 2018. Our project fell through. We had raised millions of dollars, and shit just kind of fell through because Bitcoin had crashed in 2017 at the end of it.
18, yeah.
And yeah, and so at that point in time, I looked back at my life and I was like, okay, so I spent 14 hours a day working on this, and it all ends for nothing just because Bitcoin's price decides to go to like 2 grand overnight.
Yep.
And so, it took me a couple years after that to actually get back in the groove of doing stuff. But something I learned was if you're going to burn yourself out, it's not going to help anything
Mhm.
in the long run. So now I take things a little bit slower. Um, I feel like I could do 10, 100 times more, but like, yeah, shit's getting done. It's getting done. It'll get done eventually. So, can we get a hint on the super secret? I did give a hint. Just imagine being part of a secret club. That's about it.
It's good.
People,
I like it.
pe-
I like it.
people keep trying to get info out of me, and I give up stuff so easily. Like I can't keep my mouth shut. But uh, my super secret that I'm keeping my mouth shut because
So
it's gonna
hey,
be.
the cheapest whale pack is $1,200. Still better than a $300 mythic.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
That's a no. No,
That's a lot.
because if the whale pack is the same price as the owner shard, then 100% get the whale pack. But damn, what the fuck's wrong with the prices these days?
I don't know. There's only five on. There's only five for sale. That's what's the problem.
Okay, now we know it's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to put some on sale. I'm a buyer.
I used to have like 50 of them.
Oh yeah.
And then one day I woke up and was like, let's just open a bunch. And then I forgot to stop opening them. So I think yeah,
I
I only
resemble.
have
I
five.
resemble that comment pretty hard.
Like I wanted to keep a bunch of these because I don't know.
Just
I
it'd
felt
be
like
cool to have around.
right, and I spent a lot of money and time on this artwork. Um, some guy made fun of my artwork one time. That's the only thing I hate when people do is just like, bro, I spent thousands of dollars, tons of I don't know weeks on this artwork compared to 90% of your wax projects, and you're saying it's shit.
That's the thing. Like people, some people, and it's a pretty small percentage of people that should just get kicked off the planet. Like just like if the
Yeah.
only thing that you're gonna offer is like negative dog shit, just go away.
Like I think we got a mission going to Mars. You can just hop on that,
Right.
get the fuck out.
Right. Like it's only at a time before everybody else on that spaceship fucking kills you. So enjoy that. I didn't like it seriously. That processing that all year, and it's getting to the point now where I'm grateful for the lesson. Like I'm processing it purposefully, not trying, actively being grateful for those people because it just makes my heart lighter. And really, like I needed to learn this lesson. I needed to get to the point where just the people that are going to be asininely critical can do that. I don't have to process that. Like, it's on me if I process that in a really negative way, right? Like, I own that, right? It's not from an outside thing. So it's been a fun fucking land. Yeehaw.
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, if you let something get to you, it's your own fault. That's what I try telling people. And I let shit get to me all the time. But yeah, if they talk about my art, I'm just like, oh,
yeah, murder them.
Okay, buddy.
Into the volcano with you. Hey, R.Land, if you want to, get rid of one of those whale packs for a not insane price that's in line more or less with a mythic, then take it off your hands. But I mean, like the lowest price is like $1,000, so I won't be mad if you don't.
Yo, I gotta check this out. I swear it was like cheaper than that. Packs. See, this is what happens when you don't check the market every day.
It's true. Things are
Holy
crazy.
fuck.
Yeah, dude. It's probably fucking Ash was on here. I saw he grabbed the thing. He probably just went in and bought them all before I could buy them all. You fuck.
Dude, it was Hika, wasn't it at like $300 yesterday? 400?
Yeah, no, I got mine at like $450.
What the hell?
Yeah, dude. Quit making shit everyone wants.
Yeah, okay. I'll work on that.
Cool. Thank you.
Better artwork.
Yeah, definitely better artwork. You fucking lightweight.
I mean, okay, look. The owner shards, I have to admit, they look kind of weird until you like make them big. Then you're like, oh, that does look nice. Because we spent, I think, months on it, trying to get like the reflections in the glass and everything.
Yeah. So like getting a mythic land, these are like $300 right now. It just is what it is. So I want to get like 4 different kinds of mythic and turn that into a land.
Yeah, the 4 different. So the alloy, pixel, argas, and circuit.
Yeah.
Same rarity. So as long as they're mythics.
Oh fuck me! The mythic alloy is fucking $800.
Well,
shit.
If you just buy any 4 of them, I can trade you. I've been trading people because every time I saw the owner shards under $200, I was like, buy. So, yep. And then after a while, I was like, oh shit, I got too many. But it sucks knowing the future of the game, and people just don't understand a lot of it, and they're like, oh, I'm going to sell it cheaper than $200. It's like, you clearly don't do math. So
or they don't know, right? Because like that information asymmetry is such a huge part of this ecosystem, right? And like you have the ultimate information asymmetry because it's all in your head. It's like people selling uplift land. I'm like, oh, if you guys only do. And like I tell everybody everything I can. Sometimes you just can't tell them. And like some people will come in, some people will go out, whatever. But like that's the thing.
I mean, that's true. Like I follow Uplift, and I still don't know a lot about it. Like I have, I don't know, 4 or 5 different lands. One of them was my mythic RPlanet weekend nights land that I boosted.
Upgraded it.
I have no fucking clue what to do with it. I just been so busy with R.Land, but so that's why I give people a break. I'm like, the info's out there, but sometimes they just see what's in front of their face and like, this is better. So, yeah, is what it is. But
oh yeah, it's all this stuff takes time. It's all good.
Yeah. Actually, I think in 2 weeks we're gonna release. I hate the word white paper. Game plan 2.0. And so that should definitely help a lot of people because our original game plan versions I thought it was cool, but very lacking on the details. So we decided we're going to give out more details, plus also some partnerships are maybe requesting a game plan. So that's a little bit of a hint.
That's not a little bit of a hint. I see you.
Yeah, like exchanges and marketing groups and stuff sometimes want to know what the game plan is. So it's a race to see who's who I can't say it. Never mind, I can't say it.
Hey, you guys want to watch me unpack this beast?
Yes, I do.
Ooh. Let's do this fucking thing. Da, 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 da.
Come on.
Reveal the shit out of him. What are you talking about? Do it. Make it happen.
I totally forgot you could unpack this on Atomic. That's crazy.
So much shit. They do look awesome, kind of bigger. Is it all just common so far or what? I can't tell.
It looks well, see, I've actually never seen someone open it on Atomic, so that's yeah.
Dude, I have an uncanny ability to get the worst fucking rips known to man. Like that's like it's just a thing I do. If there's a way to get 40 comments, I'll find it.
You got one epic.
Oh, that's cool.
Common.
Let's check it out.
What the hell is this? Well, that's an after set. I totally forgot people can open it on Atomic Hub. That's kind of weird.
Got a rare in there. Oh, one epic. Okay. Oh, two epics.
Two epics. Nice.
There you go. These are the epics I bought. All right. So yeah, I'll trade a mythic pixel for I guess the circuit one. No, not the circuit one. What's the other one? The alloy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, perfect.
That was so bad. I'm sorry, dude. I'm telling you, like that. I have an uncanny ability to rip shit. I mean, it's a thing. It's well documented.
I've opened up so many. It's just like, I think one of them I got literally all common and one uncommon, and I was like, out of 40, how the fuck did that happen?
It happens. It's all good. I make it work for me anyway. I mean, I've been doing all right.
True.
Over enough time, all of this stuff works.
Exactly.
It's a thing. Like long game plans. People want to get in and like just make a stupid amount of money in like 90 days. I mean, you might, but also you probably won't. Just chill. Get a 4-year game plan. Rock and roll.
That's what I keep trying to tell people. Like, if you want to get rich quick, like you can try these other scams out there, but that's what it is. It's a scam, Mm-hmm. I have so many projects recommended to me every day, and I look at it and I'm just like, okay, so do you want to lose all your money or like what? Because that's what's going to happen right there.
Yeah.
It just
Hikari's just like throwing salt in the wound. I just opened 2 whales inside 2 whales in mythics. You guys are just unlucky. Yeah. No. Fuck you.
Okay, see, that's an inside thing.
God damn it. Which is great.
His luck is fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
I think he started, what was it, with one mythic pack, and which would be enough to have like half of a mythic owner shard, right? Yeah. He ended up, after getting a bunch of free packs and the blending event and all this shit, I think he ended up getting like 12 mythics from just one whale pack. Like, it was insane.
Are the blends on Nefty?
Yeah, so if you blend on Nefty, pretty simple. It's the super blends.
All right, cool. I'll do that later on. All right, hey, listen, I gotta get into my next meeting. Usually we run these things for an hour, but you're too much fun. So the thing is tomorrow, and you just do it on R.Land. You can pick up some stuff. I'm definitely gonna be grabbing at least one each with bit wax, some blue, some Aether. Buy it on Nefty with wax for another one, and some Trillium. Just like all that shit's gonna be fun. Yep. Boom. Perfect. That's funny.
He was like, yeah, no, it's been fun. I appreciate you having me on here. I love to stream, and I like to talk way too much. So my apologies.
No, dude, I want to like, you should come back at least monthly. I think it'll be fun.
No, of
I
course.
want to update on all this stuff, and like I'm in it now, so like I got to get my shit together,
Yeah, no, you gotta get your shit together. Better start mining.
right?
If not, I'm not coming back on here. No.
No, that's fair. That's good.
All right, no, I appreciate it. I definitely got to get back to work. It's been way too long.
All right, and you know, if there's any way anyone on our team can help in any way, just let me know.
Sure, will do.
All right,
Appreciate it.
cheers. Choppy chop. I'm just gonna say it this time. Boom.